And God did appoint Donald Trump. In Romans 13, it says that God institutes the government of men. God determines our government. And he gives a righteous people a righteous government. He gives that government a sword to wield. A sword to wield to protect good men and women and for the terror of evil men. And that is what President Trump is doing right now. God bless President Trump and his administration for wielding the sword. Christians are the ones who see value in life because we know that God created us. That's why we are pro-life. Unfortunately, there are communists who are winning elections in this country. They are anti-life. Communists show you that with all of their motivations and all of their moves. That's why I'm very worried about assassination culture on the left. I'm concerned about it because if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in the value of life, you will view it as permissible to kill for power. Communists always do that. There was a man elected as Attorney General, this top law enforcement official in the state of Virginia, just last night, who says he wants to murder Republican children. That is what we are fighting against. There is a literal communist elected as New York City mayor. This is in the legacy of Joseph Stalin, in the legacy of Mao Zedong, who slaughtered in the hundreds of millions their own people. We mustn't let communism win in this country, and life is the first step. Liberty. We are the party of liberty. We are the party that freed the slaves. Christian kingdoms like England freed the slaves. The first kingdoms to free slaves were Christian kingdoms. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the inheritors of liberty. We are the ones who believe in liberty. All men are created equal. If you're not a Christian, if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe that, actually. And while the left is obsessed with slaves here in this country from 150 years ago, they refuse to look at the continent of Africa, where there are 7 million people that are still currently enslaved in Muslim countries. They refuse to ever talk about it. So we'll talk about it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The inheritors of liberty also means that we have the liberty to go and explore and live exciting and liberated lives, to go out into the great beyond, to tame the West, to maybe even go to space.